folks. This afternoon, I'm sitting on my screened-in porch, and I thought I might do a little video. I'm not really doing anything tonight, and I thought I might just talk a little bit about some ways that we've cut back on bills and things, being frugal and cutting bills and cutting back on expenses. I've said before that me and Lee both still work. I work about 36 hours a week, and he does too most of the time until it's harvest season. It's harvest season, and he's working a lot of overtime hours. Occasionally I have to work a little over, but I'm really trying to cut mine a whole lot more so than him, because I want to do more, you know, of the canning and making things. I really want to, I want to sew, I want to craft, I want to, right now at this time of year, I'd like to be making Christmas gifts, and I'm fixing to start that, but I'd like to have more time to do that. I used to always buy Christmas at the last minute, and it costs way more because I wasn't planning ahead and getting Christmas. As we started cutting things, that's the first thing that had to go. I told all my kids and grandkids, I said, that's just not going to happen anymore. We're cutting our hours and cutting our bills, and you're going to be getting homemade stuff, handmade stuff. And we done that last year. Last year was the first year, and everybody was happy with what they got, as far as I know. I had made elderberry jam, and we gave them a tub with homemade biscuits. Lee makes the best homemade biscuits. I will do that video soon and have him show his homemade biscuits. He makes the best homemade biscuits. And so we gave everybody a tub, a container with homemade biscuits around the outside, and a jar of my elderberry jam in the middle of it. Lee made a toy box for one of them, and that was for a birthday though, but this year a couple of them are getting toy boxes for Christmas, and just handmade things, you know, mostly. And so I just want to talk about some other things that we do to cut bills, have cut our bills back. I hang clothes a lot, which I know a lot of people do that. That's one but that's good. That's one that's easy for anybody. I don't run the dryer a whole lot at all. Occasionally a little bit, and I do have a dryer, but I've already said that if my dryer goes down, I'm done. I'm not buying a new dryer. I will hang clothes inside, outside, summertime, wintertime. I won't buy another dryer. I'm looking for a good way to hang in the wintertime, and I just watched a video from Dirt Patch Heaven. Just done a video where she was hanging, making a clothesline out on her porch, and I liked that idea, and I thought, I've got this screened-in porch, I could do that. So that may be something I do this year, this winter. Another thing I've mentioned before also, we cut off cable TV and got a digital antenna. That has saved us tons of money. The digital antenna with the antenna and pole together was $60. We were paying that much or more monthly. Now we paid $60, got the digital antenna, and we have no payment anymore. And we pick up about 20 channels, 21 channels, and we're perfectly happy with that because we don't watch TV that much. So that was another easy one for us. I just recently reshopped insurance, and got a cheaper insurance by about $10 a month cheaper, but every little bit helps. So I was cutting anything that I could, even if it's $10 a month. It's that much, and it adds up. Cell phones were paid off. We both take lunch. I always take my lunch every day. He does most days. Occasionally he doesn't, depending on where he's working, where he's going, you know, and how busy they are, and he may not take his lunch. But most of the time he does. That saves a lot of money, because where he worked at before, he could not take his lunch, and he spent about $20 a day, $25 a day, because he got up real early. He had to buy breakfast and then lunch, and the gas, he worked further away, and the gas and 2 meals a day out, he spent $20 to $25 a day every day. And now it's down to maybe 10 at that, if that. It started last year selling some pecans. We have a lot of pecans. We have 7 pecan trees, and they're the big paper hull pecans, and we were fortunate that those were here when we moved here, and they're the really good pecans. But up until we worked so much before that we didn't even sometimes have time to pick them all up, and we would just let people come and pick them up to have them, just to keep from wasting them, you know. And so last year I started selling them, and I sold a little, not a whole lot, but that was my first year. This year I'm going to sell them again, and I have decided that I'm going to get I'm going to invest $70 and get a hand crank pecan sheller. I found one for $70. I'm fixing to invest in that and get that, and that way I can go ahead and shell a bunch of the pecans and sell them, and I can get more money out of them shelled. We have started canning and food preservation and growing a bigger garden this year, just this year. Last year we started a little bit, but not a whole lot. This year we've done a lot, and I think that's going to really help us a lot on food, on buying food. And in the area that we live in, the hunting and fishing is great here, but we worked so much that we didn't have time to do that before, and now cutting our hours down, we will have more time for that. Be another way to save just that much more money. Every little thing. And to maybe start doing a little bit of crafting. I paint a little. My paintings are not great, but if I can do them in a crafty way and maybe do some paintings that would be something anybody would buy, I might start putting that on Etsy. I've been looking at the Etsy store, and so anything you can craft or do, making soap or making lotions or painting or whatever you can do and sell on Etsy store or some other store, farmer's market, Etsy store, whatever, wherever, is that little bit of money, just that little bit extra coming in. So I'm looking for any ways that we can save just a few dollars here and a few dollars there, and that will supplement us cutting our hours. I enjoy canning and crafting and gardening and taking care of the animals, and so the more of that I can do rather than work a job, the happier I'm going to be. And the happier I am, the healthier I'm going to be. The YouTube. I've started this YouTube channel. I know I've heard that most of the YouTubers don't make a whole lot of money. But if you make a little, it really costs nothing. It really takes for me, it has just been taking an hour or two a day. Said I wasn't going to do one every day when I first started. I said maybe once a week or so, because I knew I wouldn't really have time. But then when I got to doing it, it doesn't take long, and it's so easy. It's so, and speaking of that, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, make a comment, and share it. YouTube will pay me a little bit after a while, after I've been on here a while and accumulated viewers. YouTube will pay me a little bit just so to put advertisers before and after my videos, and so that doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. So please do that. Please help me build my channel by doing those things for me. And we'll keep making some videos, and hopefully some informative videos, if not entertaining. I'm not trying to, I don't put education, I put people and blogs, because I don't consider myself an educator. I don't consider myself an expert at all in any of the things I show. I'm just showing you what I do. And these are things we do. We've been doing them. And we're learning. We're learning new ones. And as I learn new ones, I'll show you. And as I read books and watch videos, I'll try those things and show you. Even if you don't learn anything, if you learn one little piece, that's great. If not, if it's entertaining, if you just like my country accent, or whatever. If you like my scenery of my property and it makes your day, then it helps me and makes my day. And it's fun. Get our name out there and get Stringfield Ridge Farm out there, so that when I sell my pecans or my products, then people will know that name. And that's why I'm doing it. I know I'm not going to make a whole lot of money at this, but I'm getting my name out there. And all of the little things add up. If I make a little off YouTube and a little off pecans and a little off of whatever else I decide to do, then that's that much closer I am to cutting more hours and being more self-sufficient on my farm. And so if you decide you want to try YouTube, you've watched and you're like, I can do that, you know, just there's YouTube videos that show you how to YouTube. There's tons of videos where they just go through step by step showing you how to be a YouTuber. I'm gonna get Lee on that biscuit video real soon, so y'all watch. Give us the thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching, because I'm gonna get Lee back on here more often, and he's gonna show you how to make the best biscuits in the world. We'll just have fun learning together. Y'all stick with us.